Shout out Luke Maverick, and make sure you all go follow on Instagram UK Hip Hop History, because he's doing a lot of this similar kind of content on a Instagram format. He said Newtrament maybe, right? 1983. And it made me realize we did Newtrament last week, but I kind of brushed past it and said I didn't like it, right? But now when I'm deep in it, I was expecting to go somewhere way later on the first real UK rapper, right? But when I deep it, I think he's right. Because that was... So I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull that up, yeah? Especially because people are going to be still joining in that as we're starting. I'm going to do another reaction to that, right? I'm going to go... Because I don't think I even played the whole song. I'm going to pull up the lyrics. And yeah, I'm going to go through the lyrics properly and go through the song properly. Because he said here as well, because I was told, yeah, second record after Dizzy Heights. I tagged you in a post on it. I actually played it again just now and feel like it's notable for the political content at least. So I know I did it last time, but I'm saying if we end up saying, right, this is the first significant hip hop record, then I feel like I need to give it a bit more respect. I think I just said I didn't like it because it's quite American and the beat, it has some crazy reverb on it. I listened briefly today when I looked back to my reaction, and I kind of was giving it a bit more time. But I've already got it up. Wait, I've got it up on Google. So it's called London Bridge is Falling Down. And it's, we had a lot of fun with humour in that last week, but this is a bit of a less humorous one. And that's why maybe people might like it even less, because it's very, very dated. Let's check this out, right? Let's check out a bit more details of it. Get these adverts out of here. London Bridge is Falling Down, Newtrament, produced by Roy Carter, likely the first political UK hip-hop song ever made. Newtrament's London Bridge is Falling Down is an important release in the saga of early British hip-hop history. Let's see what more we got on that. While it is widely reported to be the first UK hip-hop release, this is incorrect, as there is releases going back to 1980 and one contender from 1979, which I imagine is Ian Jury, right? And I want to acknowledge that as well, because the MC Allen one we credited was 1980, but Ian Jury, who was not a hip-hop record but was rapping, was 1979. So there's a big argument that Ian Jury is actually the answer, right? But I'm trying to find who's really hip-hop. And also, I put up a post today saying, because it mentioned, when we're going through the history, we mentioned that reggae and toasting and dub artists were really the start, right? So I want to go back to that today. I was going to move forward, didn't it? I was going to go to the next stage. Okay, who was after all of these first rappers? But I think we need to go a bit further back. So I'm going to carry on with this who was the first UK rapper a little bit. And then I'm going to go back to the influences of them, right? Because the lineage of rap and the real authentic British rappers that eventually came out, if we're talking London Posse and others in between, right? The lineage goes to those reggae artists and those dub artists. It doesn't go to... it doesn't go to MC Allen and probably doesn't go to Ian Jury and all of these artists that much. You know what I'm saying? Not as much as it goes back to Smiley Culture. And I'll mention, these artists were mentioned in the first time I asked the question, but we kind of didn't cover them. So I've made a new post today. I'm going to go to the new post and we're going to pull those up. But anyway, let me continue this. Yeah, going back to 1979. So the song discusses the lack of faith in contemporary politics. The song's release coincides with the 1983 election due to the belief that regardless of who wins, the general population are still going to suffer. That's what I thought it was, right? But I got confused listening to the lyrics last time because it said vote, 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 as if it's telling you to vote, but then it says there's no hope. So it's like, it's maybe saying there's no hope in voting, but I wasn't really 100% sure. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play this record one more time. Let's just see what it says about that. British nursery rhyme. They implicate... this is interesting, actually. We need to come to Genius more, probably. The chorus interpolates a classic British nursery rhyme. The implication here, as expanded on within the first verse, is the election of 1983 between Thatcher and Michael Foot is going to have a disappointing and potentially hurtful result regardless of who wins. Therefore, it's best just to leave while you can. Thatcher's first years in office prior to the 83 election saw unemployment on the rise and a failing economy through though these would recover in later years. That's mad interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? Being someone who grew up in the Thatcher era, I'm saying she took the milk straight out of our mouths in the primary school. Let's play the record one more time. Let's put a bit more respect on his name.
News, media, broken like a cocker spaniels. Red or blue, foot or Thatcher, either one, it don't really matter. Win or lose or win, cause jobs will still be getting thin.
Yo, now I'm reading the lyrics, I'm liking this a lot more already. I wasn't really paying attention. I think the lyrics was just going past me. I was getting thrown off by the sound of the song, and I was like talking about thinking it was American or whatever. But yeah, I mean, red or blue, foot or Thatcher, the bars is right there, right? And we've continued to say this throughout, UK hip hop history. We've continued to say this narrative, and apart from when Corbyn was running, when I got into politics myself and was pushing the vote even, which I won't be doing again now. Like, we're back at the same position with Keir Starmer at the head of the Labour Party. So, ban all of them. Yeah, let's carry on.
London bridges are falling down and the governments are going to ground. Check out their nuclear bunker. You sure ain't seen nothing funky. Talking about building with iron and steel. You know the possibilities just ain't real. Since Mac the knife has eradicated this form of life. I build it up with the wood and clay. You might as well throw the damn thing away. Sell it to a Hollywood. You know the cold cash sounds real good. Build it with a stone so strong. I'm mightier than the frost of calm. You better watch out when they drop the bomb. I hope you really get my gist. Cause this is one time when the world will twist.
Here we go, that's the bit I was talking about.
Vote, vote, vote. There ain't no hope. Vote, vote, vote. This ain't no joke. Vote, vote, vote. There ain't no hope. Vote, vote, vote. This ain't no joke. To help my cousin get around outside, he bought himself a copy of the tourist guide, the A to Z and the A to Z, and now I'm gonna tell you about just what he read. Cautious of the cracks and careful of the crooks, and make sure you lose no money on the books. When confronted by a posse of the LBJ, don't hang around to hear what they gotta say. Take it to your pins as quick as flash, and then you're guaranteed you won't get mad. You get some room and I get some stead, I get some money and I get some bread. I took my cousin around to check out what was going down. I took my cousin on a little trip, and that's when we got a real hip.
Alright, that was the sounds of Newtrament, London Bridge is Falling Down, 7-inch edit. I think it's probably a longer edit. They used to love doing mad long edits back then, right? And yeah, I got a new thought, respect for that. Thinking of it in the context that actually this may be the most significant. This is really not a parody record, right? I felt like the Dizzy Heights record was still kind of a parody, but don't get me wrong, cool, it's a rap song. Someone else pointed out some things in its defense today, and in fact I'll just pull that up. Let's pull up the post, which I just had up a minute ago. But I guess it's kind of like you had Rappers Delight, yeah, which the song we credited last week was a parody of. That's classed as like the first mainstream hip hop record, right? But they're just rapping about nothing really, innit? Like it's party record. And then some people feel like The Message was the first significant hip hop record because it had like a social message in it, right? And a political message. So maybe we have a similar couple of records over here as our first two. Okay, Luke said that's just a shame that it seems to be their only record. I think it's going to come back to Derek B in terms of the first to release an album and actually make some kind of impact. I'm sure there were plenty of others rapping before him, but it's hard to document it if they didn't release anything. That's going to be the next question in the future, like who released the first album, and there's phase 1 and other people being suggested here, but we'll get to that another day, because I'm still here asking who is the first real UK rapper, right?